Hi, I'm Alpaca LPS and welcome to another discussion video. Today's discussion video, as you saw from the title, is about the main 5 LPS. The main 5s are definitely something that have already been discussed within the LPS community quite a lot, so it's not a new or original topic, but I thought we could do it together and I wanted to give my opinions. So first, let's go over a little backstory about the main 5s. Main 5s are the short-haired cats, collies, cocker spaniels, dachshunds, and Great Danes. All those molds fall under the main 5 category. The main 5s were not a concept that Hasbro invented. The LPS community is who has given these molds that title. Main 5 pets were made just like any other LPS mold. Well, some molds had more designs created than others, and each main 5 mold has many designs, but they weren't marketed any differently by Hasbro. So, why are these molds so popular? I think Sophie G TV's series LPS Popular really made the main 5s a concept, or at least was one of the contributors to it, with the main 4 characters consisting of a dachshund, a short-haired cat, a collie, and a Great Dane. Also, 2 Cocker Spaniel supporting characters and 4 other collie characters, as well as 2 other short-haired cats. Many of the characters in this series are main 5s. In fact, most of the recurring characters are main 5s. I think there's nothing wrong with the casting of this series. In fact, I think it's very good casting and I love this series. I'm just saying that the series really popularized these molds and these specific pets, especially Dachshund number 675, Short-haired Cat number 339, Collie number 58, and Great Dane number 577, the main 4 characters of the series. And honestly, some of these pets that I want because they were used in the series, and then some I just really like the designs of. So I can confirm that popular LPS series such as LPS Popular can make people want these pets because they were used in the series. However, I don't think that's the only reason why these molds and pets are so popular. There are many other cat and dog molds of LPS, and many of those molds are pretty popular too. I think this is because cats and dogs are very popular animals in general, especially as real-life pets. I also think that some of them just have really nice designs that some people like a lot. Now, there is some controversy about the main 5s. Some people think they are used too much in videos and they're tired of seeing the same pets so often, and some people think they're overpriced by people reselling them. We'll get into that later in this video. Something I hear often is that it's just easy to use main 5 LPS, and I get that. I think it would be difficult to use a pet like a bird or a seahorse as your mascot, which is fine if you do, but I understand if somebody didn't want to do that because some LPS molds have trouble standing up, whereas main 5s typically stand up pretty well. Main 5s are typically on all fours, compared to other molds such as pandas, that may be sitting down or are in an unusual stance such as raccoons. Some people may not like pets that are in poses such as sitting down very much because they want to use these pets in other expressions instead of sitting down all the time. But the LPS you use as your mascot and in your videos is your choice, and I think it's fine and great to use lesser used LPS. It's unique, it makes your channel stand out from other LPS channels in a good way, and it can introduce viewers to different kinds of LPS that they may not have seen before. So I definitely understand why these molds are so popular. For those reasons I just listed and explained. Now onto my personal opinion of main 5s and how I want to use them on my channel. I definitely want to advocate the use of less popular LPS on my channel, but I do still use main 5s sometimes because I do like some of them. But for the most part, I try to use lesser used and lesser known LPS. Most of the LPS in my collection are those kinds anyway. I'll go over my thoughts on each one. So, the short-haired cats I like. There are many LPS cat molds, and I think this one is good because it's simple, but the cat is standing on all 4 legs, which I prefer to molds of cats where they're sitting or something. There are many designs of cats with this mold, around 40 of them. I understand why they're so popular, with cats being one of the most popular animals and especially very popular for house pets. I think there are many cute designs with this mold. Many LPS accessories fit well on it. By the way, I made videos for each of the main 5s where I ranked them based on my personal opinion of them, so check that out if you would be interested in that. Now, about the collies, I do like some of them, but I think I like the short-haired cats more. The collies are cute, I like some of them, I just like the designs of many of the short-haired cats more. Now, the cocker spaniels, I think the cocker spaniels are my favorite main 5 mold, and I've liked them since I was pretty young. Even back then, when I was first introduced to LPS Tube, I really liked the cocker spaniels, especially the ones used in LPS Popular. I feel like their ears are like their hair, if that makes any sense. I think their ears are really pretty and I just like this mold. The dachshunds. I like a lot of the dachshunds, and some of them are definitely the most expensive, whether it's because they were used in a popular YouTube series, they were originally sold only in France, or they were a Walmart exclusive. I think this is a pretty cute mold, and I really like some of the designs it contains. The dachshunds are the only one of the main 5s I don't have, and you might think, I've never seen a collie on your channel, and to that I say, well, look out for this month's haul. Lastly, the Great Danes. Of the main 5s, the Great Danes are probably my least favorite. Not that I dislike them, I think they're a good mold, it's just that compared to the other main 5 molds there aren't as many Great Dane designs that I like. But they're still a good mold. Besides this Great Dane, the only one I really want is number 557, and you might be able to guess why. Oh, the effect that LPS Popular has had on so many of us. So, do I think the main 5 LPS are overrated or overpriced? First, let's go over if they're overrated, which will also tie into if they're overpriced. Whether or not LPS are overrated or overpriced is, in my opinion, subjective. There are many designs within the main 5s that I like, and many that I don't like as much. Some of my favorites, just to name a few, are number 1451, number 58, number 252, and number 556. There are just some LPS I like and want, and some I don't, and that applies to both the main 5s and other molds, and I think that applies to many LPS fans and collectors. Typically, when LPS were originally being sold, they would be sold at the same price regardless of their mold. So you could argue that a Dachshund, for example, is worth as much as a parakeet. At least that's what Hasbro seemed to think. However, these are products that were sold, meaning that some products were received better than others by consumers. The prices that some LPS are being resold for is also a pretty heavily talked about topic on LPS Tube. I personally understand both sides of the argument. Here are some things I have heard.
LPS are just pieces of plastic. There is no reason an orangey-brown dog should be sold for hundreds of dollars just because it was used in some YouTube show a decade ago. Yeah, but LPS are worth whatever people are willing to spend on them. If people would stop spending so much on LPS, people would stop pricing them so high.
Oh dear. Let me know which person in that argument you are. I definitely think the prices of LPS, especially the prices of some LPS, are ridiculously and unnecessarily high. But also, I'm not really an expert on this kind of thing, like the resale value of things, so I don't really know if the prices are fair or not. Some people could argue that because LPS are no longer produced, they should be worth a lot, even if they weren't exclusive to a certain country or store. I think maybe that's so, but I think maybe some of the prices are a bit too much, and not the kind of prices I would want to pay for LPS. I personally do not think I would spend over $100 on an LPS unless it was some kind of really rare or exclusive pet. The resale cost of pets like the Comic-Con cat or the licensing show turtle makes sense because those pets are actually rare and exclusive. When it comes to pets like number 675, I think I'll just wait until I find someone selling her for a good price, like someone at a flea market who doesn't know the value of LPS or something like that. I do enjoy it whenever I see lesser used, more common LPS and LPS videos, especially if they're main characters in a series or something like that. There are thousands of LPS to choose from, so I really enjoy it whenever I see one of my favorite LPS or ones that I feel I've never seen before. I want to see more series with the protagonist being a pet like a spider, a pig, a bird, a hermit crab, a seal, a giraffe, and so on. I really enjoy seeing channels that use many different kinds of LPS, and I would like to see this more often. But at the same time, if you prefer using main 5s, that's fine, that's your choice, that's okay, I enjoy those videos too. I want to see Persian cats used as characters other than mothers, even though I've literally already used one as a mother. But I've used them in other roles too. My point is, Persian cats don't just have to be mothers. But at the same time, I don't see an issue with using main 5s as your main characters. I don't think people should be judged for using them or not using them. I think people should use whatever LPS they have, whichever ones they feel best fits the role they're trying to portray in their videos, and just whichever ones they will enjoy using most, instead of trying to do whatever they think other people will like, because then you're not really being true to yourself, and you should be. Please make the kinds of videos you want to make, the way you want to make them, instead of focusing on the pets you think other people want to see. Yes, put effort into your videos. I'm just talking about when it comes to the pets you use, you can feel free to show LPS Tube that other molds are just as great. But I do understand it whenever someone gets tired of seeing the same pets used over and over again in different videos, because there are so many different kinds of cute LPS out there, and I think many of them deserve more attention. So let me know which molds you think deserve more attention. Also, what do you think the future of main 5s will be like with the upcoming reboot? Feel free to comment that. I think Basic Fun has seen which LPS molds are very popular, and Basic Fun seems to really care about how the LPS community feels and what we want. So I think we'll likely see some new designs of all the main 5s, but I'm hoping that a bunch of other molds get a lot of love too. Maybe there will even be a new mold that becomes one of the most popular, we'll see. But I think that if we do see a lot of new designs of main 5 molds, those pets will become very popular and very sought after, so get them in stores while you can.